Welcome to Comics with Dan. We're going to be reviewing Something is Killing the Children, number 39. So this might have been the best road story yet. Erica Slaughter takes on quite possibly the tallest order she's had in this entire series. Therapy. Is there a character in comics that needs therapy more than Erica Slaughter? Because I certainly don't think so. This issue has some of the best character dialogue and some of the best character exploration of Erica that we've seen so far in this series, and definitely so far in this Road Stories arc. I won't go into exactly what Erica discusses because I want to keep that part spoiler free. I do hope that the fact that Erica being in therapy is enough to get people to pick this up, because it's a really great issue. And like I said, I think that she needed this therapy really badly. It's definitely a change of pace from what we've seen, as all of these road stories have really been. And it's really beautifully and well written by James Tynion IV. Werther Dell'Edera has continued his level of quality as he's had throughout the last several issues. It's interesting because I've read the older issues, the beginning of the series more recently, and Dell'Edera's improvement on a lot of his art is just really incredible. And seeing things like some of the flatter faces in the earlier issues, things that, Dell'Edera really could have worked on back then, they're almost non-existent here in these last couple issues. So it's really great to see sort of the improvement there. Miguel Muerto always does a great job of matching his colors to the tone of the issue. His colors here are much softer than usual because we have a much more heartfelt and emotional story than what we're used to seeing in this series. There are certain panels in this book that are flashbacks to previous issues, and Miguel Muerto uses this sort of all blue coloring style where he uses various different shades of blue, but it makes it very apparent that the panel is a flashback, which really does two things. The blue color sets the tone for the flashback. These are not happy flashbacks. And it also allows the reader to have a better idea as to when they're reading a flashback versus when they're not. It's not exactly something you really think of when you're reading a comic. A lot of times when a colorist doesn't distinguish between flashbacks and current day with their coloring, it can be really difficult to determine when there's a flashback and when there's not, especially if it's not narrated at the top of the panel or if the characters don't look different in between the two panels. Sometimes it can be really difficult to tell, but the coloring here by Muerto really does that, and it helps the reader kind of guide them in the right direction. AndWorld Design's letters were not good in this issue. There was a lot of emotional moments in this book, a lot of emotional panels, and there was no emotion in any of the letters at all. It was extremely basic lettering. The letters were done in a way that were akin to putting the script on the page and not using any of the techniques that make lettering comics an art form. I don't know if AndWorld Design is a studio with multiple letterers or if it's just one letterer, but I've certainly seen much better lettering from AndWorld Design than I did in this issue. This may end up being a key issue. If you're wondering why, or you're wondering why you should buy this issue, let it be for this reason alone. There were no double spread pages. Wow. Every single page read from top to bottom without spanning across several pages. This is the first time in Something is Killing the Children history, to my knowledge, that I haven't had to reread something because I read the wrong panel at the wrong time. It's revolutionary for this series, and I'm amazed and extremely excited that it happened. It was the first thing that I noticed when I was reading this issue. If you need a reason to pick this issue up, let it be for that. Overall, this was a nice cap to the Road Stories arc, but I'm definitely ready to get back to some monster hunting, so let's bring on issue number 40. Make sure you like the video, make sure that you subscribe, check out my other videos here, and thank you for watching.